This is raw and unfiltered, from sex, sports to culture, all topics considered. It's a good time with dope conversation. Every time you take a listen, it's a celebration. So tapped in, you won't be disappointed. We keep it a buck, anything else is pointless. Facts over fluff, our discussions are poignant. Politically incorrect, well that's what the point is. We talk our talk like nobody else can. We give our perspective, not afraid to make a stand. Nothing off the record, every take and every rant is unapologetic, and we stand on that. We make you think, we make you laugh out loud. The realest place on the internet, hands down. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. Yes, you can bet the house. We give it to you straight, nothing here is watered down. The best show in town, and you can bet the house.
Y'all already know what it is. What it is, what it's always gonna be. Alright, so look, this one is a little special. It's a little important. Well, they all the manuscripts been important, but this one hits close to home because when I think about, we always talking about relationship goals. Oh, I want that such and such kind of love. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, relationship goals for me is that Claire Huxtable and Heathcliff love. That Bill and Felicia love, man. Like, real talk, that love there hits different. You know, when I look at power couples, I don't just look at it, oh, the fact that he was a doctor and she was a lawyer. Oh, yeah, that's definitely power couple. That's definitely goals. But I think about how they treated each other, how they loved each other. Even when they had misunderstandings and even when they went through shit, they still stuck together. You know what I'm saying? They raised their children and they stuck together. They stuck together. And I thought that was so dope because anytime you go through that and you withstand the storms, and they taught us a lot. They taught us a lot about love. They taught us a lot about relationships. They taught us about going the extra mile for your partner. He didn't have eyes for nobody but her, and she didn't have eyes for nobody but him. Yeah, they had problems. It was ups and downs. They had disagreements. They didn't have, the one thing that I loved about their dynamic was they did not go out like they were the perfect couple. They had their own way of doing things in regards to parenting for the kids. But the best thing about it was she allowed him and these children to know who was the boss, who was the leader of the castle. She didn't overstep her boundaries. He led the right way. He didn't bring home no extra babies. He didn't bring home no drama. Nobody was showing up at their front door saying that she was the mistress. He worked, he paid his bills, he took care of the family. That is what leadership was back in those days. And I know y'all like, oh, well, bro, that's TV. No, that's real life because I grew up and I wanted to have that kind of relationship. I wanted to have that kind of love. And there was quite no love like that. Yeah, you had Philip and Vivian. That was a dope relationship, but it just felt too perfect. You had Carl Winslow and Harriet. That was so beautiful. That bond was so beautiful. Uh you had Martin and Gina. That bond was so beautiful, so dope. But, yeah. You had uh Rochelle and Julius from Everybody Hates Chris. You had a lot of TV couples, families, moms and dads. But all of that started from the Huxtables. Okay? All of that started for the Huxtables. So when everybody's like Jay-Z and Beyonce is goals, yes, absolutely. Yes, it's fucking goals. They're fucking both millionaires, billionaires, whatever you want to call it. Yes, that was fucking goals. But goals to me will always be the Huxtables. The way they handled their the way they handled their business. They didn't let the outside world get in the way. When you think about good times and their dynamic, it was dope. When you think about the Jeffersons, they had a real dope dynamic. These are the black couples, black relationships that I looked up to. I looked up to those couples because, yeah, when you look at TV, you know, you want to look at these couples and you want to be like, man, I really wish our relationship was like that. But James Evans in Florida, they was went the struggle. They went through the struggle. They ain't have a lot of money, but they had love. And they made sure that they did whatever they could for their kids, whether they needed a stiff ass whooping or whether they needed tough love or whether they needed to be shown that they are loved. They put the efforts through that. Family Matters, y'all know Family Matters was like the most underrated black show in the world to me. I love Family Matters. The dynamic of her being a stay-at-home mom and him being a hardworking cop, raising these kids, giving them life lessons, having to deal with uh uh neighbors and bullshit and all this. Yeah, all that shit was dope to me. Uh you think about it, you think about relationship dynamics, and you just feel like, yes, I really want to have. If I could have a mixture of all these TV couples, I swear to God, it'll all be goals to me. All them relationships in their own way is love, is goals. You know what I'm saying? It's goals, it's love. It's real, true fucking love. My wife and kids, their dynamic was dope. Like, I'm naming a lot of dope dynamics because I never saw one perfect TV couple. I mean, like I said, the Huxtables was close. I never saw one perfect TV couple after that though. Like, every couple that we saw had issues and they weathered the storm and went through it and got through it. So this is just what it is. Bernie Mac show, him and Wanda. I thought was so dope. I thought these were truly relationship goals, but in their own way. Because they were telling our stories. They were telling what's going on in our neighborhoods and what we went through and how we had to accomplish it and how we had to fight through it. So yes, the Cosby Show laid the blueprint on what couples in our community should look like. They didn't turn our couples into crackheads and no disrespect, but this is our reality. When I look at people like House of Pain, Curtis and Ella, I just love the funny banter back and forth. These are the kind of things I want to have in my relationship. I want to be able to laugh, get money, grow, learn, teach, reach, adopt, adapt. I want to be able to do all of those things. And this is what I try to base my life around now. Like, man, the TV goals is dope, and I'm gonna probably do a show on this about my favorite TV shows and what I learned and things like that. But I made this video today to talk about the TV dynamic and how these people are telling our stories and they're telling the things that we go through, and nobody's telling, no other culture is telling our stories for us. They're allowing all these dope ass TV couples. Blackish, I fucking love Blackish. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite shows. If you know about Blackish, if you know about man, you gotta love Blackish. You gotta love Blackish. The Game. If you go back to The Game, yeah, they went through a lot. Melanie and Derwin went through a lot of shit, but that love worked for them. That love worked for them. Empire. When you go to Empire Love and Cookie and Lucius, how they always knew they were going to end up together. Some kind of way they were tied at the hip. So you always knew they were going to be together no matter what. You knew it. You knew they were going to be together for good. You think about Gullah Gullah Island. As a kid, Gullah Gullah Island was the shit for me because I was a kid and I was watching, learning from this husband and wife couple, and I just thought, yo, this is the one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you have to take when you watch uh my lady, she watches Lawrence and Issa, whatever her name is. So you start to get the dynamic of how couples are. And I know people be like, oh, this is TV, it's not real. Some of this shit is real because it's based on real shit. It's based on people that watch this shit. So I just want to say, man, look, that TV love relationship goals for me. A lot of these couples that I've named are goals. And especially if you never had somebody in your life that could show you what being in a relationship, a real relationship, was all about. All you had was TV. All you had was the radio. All you had was watching other people feel that love that you always wanted to do. So when I say relationship goals, it ain't two motherfuckers that's that one girl sitting at the window while her husband or boyfriend or whatever sitting behind the plexiglass and they doing the little hand thing together. That ain't goals to me. What's goals about being in jail while she out here doing her? That ain't no fucking goals. That ain't no fucking goals. Who wants to fucking argue and fight? Oh man, that's relationship goals right there. Man, that's love. No, the fuck is not. That's stupid and it's toxic. But man, look, this was just a little quick one, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm gonna touch more into this one, and it's gonna be dope. Y'all know what it is. It's bet the house. Always, always, always. No matter what you do, bet the fucking house.